This particular session is for people who are particularly starting out new jobs or are starting out their career. The question of probation. Do I have any rights while I am under probation? Can it be terminated at any time because I'm in probation? My name is Stella Wangui Muraguri. I'm the managing partner at MMW Advocates LLP, and this is a Kenyan lawyer's perspective. What happens when you've been placed under probation? And you'll find that probation can last maybe for 3 months or for 6 months, depending on how long that is, and it can also be extended. Probation basically means that you are in your dating season with your employer. They're trying to find out, are you the right fit before we even make you permanent? So often at time you'll be given a letter of appointment, appointing you for a particular role, and it will state that you will be under probation for this particular period. This will be your salary. We will review the terms after 3 months or 6 months, depending on what your probation period is like. One of the things that you must ensure is that you're aware of how long you're expected to give your employer notice to actually have to leave the organization, or should the employer want to let you go? Is it because you're under probation that they should just wake up and say, you know what, you're no longer serving our purpose, leave the organization? The law provides that when an employee is under probation, they must be given 7 days notice. Now, the twist here is, previously, an employee who is under probation would just be given 7 days notice and they're told, I know you are meant to serve 6 months, we are 3 months in, we just don't feel like you're a perfect fit for this organization, whether it's a culture fit, operational fit, or a job fit, and then you're let go. But the court came in later and stated, even an employee under probation is still an employee, and that they still should be treated with dignity. And even when they're being let go, if the contract has not come to an end, say you've done your 3-month run, but your probation period is for 6 months, and they want to let you go in between, you're still expected to be given the same due process. Why am I being let go? Valid reason. And then there's a process as to letting me go. Because if you're being let go in the course of your probation, it's basically termination of your contract. And if there's one thing, dear listeners, that I'd want you to know, is that you must always look at when there's termination. Is there a valid reason? Was due process followed? Just those 2 things when it comes to termination. So that you do not say, well, I was under probation, so they had every right to let me go in a very disrespectful and undignified manner. That's not the case. Similarly, it's very important to understand that there are certain employers who keep people under probation for a lifetime. Does the court allow that? Does the law allow that? The court has come out very strongly and stated, you cannot have an employee under probation forever because you just want to have to let them go and dispose them as and when you want. Nope, you can't do that. You can only extend a probation contract to a maximum of 1 year. That is it. You cannot let someone live in uncertainty as to whether they'll be confirmed or not. That is not dignified. And that's why I keep saying the law is meant to bring dignity into an employer and employee relationship. So if you're in a contract that you started 2 years ago and you're still under probation, it's very important then to have that conversation with your employer and tell them at this point, it's not probation. We are now an employer. We are having an employer-employee relationship. And it's just that you've not reduced it into writing, but I'm no longer under probation. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please engage with us. Our details are on the screen. My name is Stella Wangui Muraguri. I am the managing partner at MMW Advocates LLP. And this is a Kenyan lawyer's perspective.